So, after a few years of waiting, the first 3 episodes of Andor Season 2 have dropped, and what can I say? I really enjoyed them. Now, I will say this, the number one critique for Andor Season 1 that I don't really see personally was that the episodes and the story were a little slow. And not gonna lie, even though I enjoyed these first 3 episodes, they were a little slow at times. But they're slow for a reason. Andor Season 2, from what I can gather, is going to be a very slow burn type of story, but in a good way. The only real weakness that I have to highlight from these first 3 episodes is I think Cassian Andor was just on that planet dealing with those fools for a little too long. I liked his escape. I like the way he overcomes this obstacle. And I actually like the drama that it causes with him not being around to save the day on the separate farming planet for his friends. But he was definitely on that planet a little too long. But that is quite literally the only complaint that I currently have. Just off the top of my head, the performances were absolutely phenomenal. Everyone is straight out of Season 1, still doing a great job. The set designs were absolutely amazing. It is so refreshing to see a Star Wars show look and feel so good and so lived in. I had a commenter on a previous video tell me that Andor Season 1 and now Season 2 feel like it's produced by HBO and isn't being aired on Disney+, and I couldn't agree more. Even though it is currently under the same company umbrella that produced The Book of Boba Fett, The Acolyte, and Ahsoka, Andor feels so different and so unique, and I think that's because the people behind it actually know what they're doing and care about the product that they are making. But yeah, now let's talk about the highlights of the first 3 episodes for me. The best plotline for me, even though I'm seeing some people on Twitter and other social media platforms disagree, is actually the wedding plotline. I thought there was a lot of really good tension being built up. The wedding is a 3-day long event, and the episodes span 3 episodes, so they match up 1 day per wedding event. And what I really liked about this is how they're able to build pressure and anxiety throughout the first 3 in each and every wedding day. At this point in the story, I think Mon Mothma still thought she'd be able to support the rebellion while still being a morally sound person that doesn't get her hands dirty at all. And at the end of episode 3, there is this payoff where she realizes that that is not the case. She's going to have to get some blood on her hands if this rebellion is going to work. The slow and painful realization that she comes to that her lifelong friend, and I think they were hinting at some sort of romance between them, is unfortunately going to have to be killed because of the rebellion, because he knows too much and he has a loose end, was really, really well done. And they tied together really well with her actually loosening up and drinking some alcohol, showing that this is not something she can fully handle, but she is trying to numb it in any way that she possibly can. Another strong point throughout these first 3 episodes was the plot that was happening on the maze world, where they were just farming. At first, I was a little concerned about this plot point. I thought it wasn't going to matter until Cassian got there, but it actually didn't work out like that. I thought all of the scenes where the Imperials were putting pressure on the rebels to try and get them out of hiding and, I guess, take them in were really, really well done. And the fact that Star Wars actually went for a SA scene that was actually really emotion-packed, really driven, and really hardcore genuinely shocked me that they'd make something so mature and so serious, and that scene really stuck out to me and really stuck the landing. This is by far the most mature Star Wars product that they have ever released, and you can really see how much the people behind this love the story and are motivated to tell a good story. Also, even though some people are very critical of this character and the actor that portrays him, I just love Cassian Andor as a main character. I feel like as a rebellion, you have a lot of relatability to this character, but he's still really stoic and really cool. He's a really good middle ground. But yeah, so far I've really been enjoying Season 2 of Andor. I'll be updating all of you weekly on my thoughts on each and every episode that comes out, and hopefully, I can't wait to see you on the next one. But anyways, thank you all for watching if you made it this far. Hope you all have an amazing night, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.